article from the Daily Mail. We can have Wakanda. We just need to build it. 19 families buy 97 acres of land in Georgia to create a blacks-only safe space town called Freedom. But whites who are pro-African American can apply to live there. Sorry. I for a second there, I thought I was on another planet. Really? The goal, hold on. They bought the 97 acres in Wilkinson County, Georgia. The goal is to establish a city founded by black families that would be a safe space. Idea is brainchild of real estate agent Ashley Scott and investor Renee Walters, who are obviously not poor because they're real estate agent and investor. They initially expressed interest in buying up town of Tomsboro, Georgia. But when that wasn't for sale, they looked for land nearby in the county. They hoped to clear the land for farming and create man-made lake for fishing. Scott and Waters said whites who are pro-black are welcome to join, but me, I'm excluded because I don't support black litter mobs or safe spaces or whites-only communities or blacks-only communities. So, I don't know. I'm definitely pro-African American, just not hood Democrats. I'm very much so anti-hood Democrats. I think that most of the people, the poor people from the cities, are causing all kinds of problems, and their GPAs are really low. That's why they're poor. And we're letting them control the show, and we're kind of learning that they're dumb. They're poor inner city people. I mean, do you really expect when you let poor inner city people run the show that it's not going to turn into a shit fest? I mean, really, are you crazy? You might need to go see a psychiatrist because that's certifiably insane. Of course, if you let the hood run the show, it's going to look like the hood. This is why we call them hood Democrats, because Democrats owned slaves. They started the KKK, and the KKK wore hoods. And the hood Democrats are the low-income, big city Democrats who have low GPAs, high drug abuse and crime rates. And so this is the black looter mob that we're bowing down to. And so they just keep going more. Okay, I went to see Wakanda. If y'all actually come out with Wakanda, I will be a tax-paying citizen. I'd be down with that shit. But it's like the most racist people in America are black people, by far and away. Black people up in the inner city, most of the black guys don't like gay and trans people. They engage in authoritarian think. So if you don't go with what they think, then they might beat you up. And they have a higher murder rate there. All of these things combined are like far right. That would be far right. Because I couldn't go. I was like, if I went to these neighborhoods in these black communities in the inner city, I'd probably get beat up and robbed. It's like not even a stereotype. It's fact. Like there's lots of places in the black communities where white crackers like me don't go, especially at night, unless you want to get robbed. So it's like these people, it's like they want to live in this blacks only community because it's almost like they just did it naturally with themselves. I don't know. Definitely seems like it's like they don't want to leave the hood. They're like, no, we gotta invest in the hood. And they're like, and then you finally get to investment, and then the rent get jacked up. And they're like, you're gentrifying us. All right, I thought you wanted like a better life. You're like, yeah, but like, I can't compete. I gotta get a job. I can't just sell drugs. Like, bro, you've done way too much coke, Molly, and dope, bro. I don't know what to tell you, dude. Like, maybe you should probably go live out on a farm for a little bit and try to see what real hard work is like. But they try to say that the white man is racist, when in reality, it is actually them who is actually they're part of the party that owned slaves and started the KKK, the one that opposed women's suffrage and passed the 1994 crime bill authored by Joe the Groper Biden that created the prison industrial complex. You know that one, the one that before they passed it, there was hardly anyone in jail for drugs. And then after that, then we had millions of people in jail for drugs. Yeah. Joe the Groper Biden. He was the guy that wrote that bill. And then these are the people they're putting in place, the party that can't stop talking about racism. They started out the racist, and now they can't stop talking about racism. And it's because racism is what gave them power from the start and what they've been trying to perpetuate this entire time, because most Democrats live in big cities, and both of these big cities have a lot of minorities in them in very poor communities. And then the smart people who got all the degrees working up in the ivory tower, they are trying to control everyone at the bottom of the pyramid in order to maintain the four-tier Democrat racial hierarchy or caste system. And that, it's like 93% of black people vote for Democrats. They just never questioned it. And then as it turns out, these Democrats are like the most vile, most racist, most sexist people. They're bigots. They are. They're extremely bigoted against people who don't support white feminism. They think if you don't support feminism, that means you're a misogynist. You hate women. They don't even know what misogyny even means. Misogyny does not mean that you hate women. No. Misogyny has a long etymology that if you study it, it's very fascinating. Actually, I would recommend looking at the etymology of the word misogyny. Misogyny is actually male chauvinism. What they said it turns into is when somebody hates women. And really, that's not really what misogyny is. It's like where a guy has excessive pride in being a male, and they use it to abuse women and homosexuals. And so it's not just that they're being bad to women. Typically, they're being bad to a lot of different people. And it's because they have excessive pride in being a male, and this causes toxic behavior, which is the misogyny. But they want to say this person hates women. So like, this person has been having bad luck with women, and then he said something critical of women, so that means he hates women. That's not true. Not like it. Okay, incels. Um, then there's incels, right? Those people are self-loathing. They hate themselves. That's also why they hate women. And then it's just basically where it's like you're thinking that the guys are better than the women. That's basically what it is. Whenever somebody says they hate women, they're saying that the guys are way better than the women and that we don't want you anymore. We don't need you anymore. And then that's the. It's not that they hated women. That the fact that they hated women wasn't why they were a misogynist. They're misogynist because they think that the men are somehow better. In an extreme way. It's kind of the same. I don't know. Splitting hairs on definitions, but it's an etymology of the word. Words do morph over time, though. But I like that original definition better. I think it's more scientific. It's more accurate. What does this have to do with this article? Leftist and white feminism, dude? I don't know, man. I don't know what's up with the black people supporting the white feminists, man. Like, I just don't understand it, dude. Just look up white feminism on Wikipedia. White feminism. See, there's plenty of stuff to insult about this white feminism stuff. All you have to do to insult white feminists is just to bring it up. All you have to do is just say that you're just being a white feminist. And just tell them it's a racist form of feminism where they put white women's issues above everybody else's. And they're just like, typically they're so embarrassed that they don't really actually respond to it, actually. Haven't really had too many women try to address that one, actually. In fact, if you know any women that will want to actually argue with me about that, you should comment below and DM me on Twitter or Facebook. Tell me how much of a piece of shit I am. I promise it'll be entertaining. But the Democrats, see, it's just like the more they ally with these white feminists, the more and more and more cray it gets. Because these two people are diametrically different. You got like African Americans who, when you help out white women, you don't help out African Americans. You're not, when you give more money to the white woman, you're not going to help out the African Americans. I mean, I know this is completely obvious, but like sometimes you just got to state the obvious, right? But then they ally together, and then they're strange bedfellows. They're strange bedfellows. Then we end up with these. Now we got like all black towns. It's like the racist people flip, and then now the African Americans are the extremely racist people, and then they're allied with the white feminists. So it used to be the white man holding down the black man. Now the white males are with the Republicans trying to free the black people from the Democratic plantation. And it's the white women who are now holding down the African Americans in the big city with this insane Democrat brainwash nonsense from the ivory tower liberals sitting up the ivory tower preaching nightmarish policies to get you to vote for them, to like the post, watch the ad, buy the product, and vote for them. And it's like this whole white power structure thing does not work without the white males at the top. I mean, I don't know exactly what they think they're doing here by like maintaining this white power structure here with the white women at the top, but it's fruitcake. There's it's like building a building out of Jello. It's stupid. It's just not going to work. But women are known for doing completely insane things. So You really expected any less level of cray? You're on one, bro. You're on one. You're dealing with white women. White women are crazy as fuck, dude. And they're powerfully manipulative. They know how to use their tits to get what they want and to completely train wreck your emotions and to wrap you around their finger with their pussies. They're pretty good at it, dude. They've been doing this shit since the dawn of vaginas, bro. So, got to watch out with those strange bedfellows, allies with the white feminists, because in the end, the white feminists are really only doing it for their own issues so that they can get more pay at work. That's really what it's about.